How will the Bitcoin market go before halving? If you are interested in this issue, please follow me. Let's look at it from the daily line. If we go back to our market before the last round of bull market, that is, Bitcoin every 4 rounds. There is a cycle every year. If we rewind the market to how it went in the last round, we can review it. We probably go in a relatively wide range of shocks. Then you can find that if we agree in contrast, we are now at the end of August and September in 2023. At the end of August, when we exchanged to 4 years ago, it would be around August and the end of August in 2019. But you can find that we are currently in a broken market. The broken K-line has already come out. So I think it is about this position. You can see what kind of trend we are following after we broke down. Our trend is that it is below the original box, and then oscillates. The range of its shock is relatively wide. Our bottom is about 7,000, and the top is about 10,000. This range is actually quite wide. If we look at it after this wave of decline, it is actually still there. At the bottom, he still hit a lower low point. But you can find that there is not much difference in his price. Until we followed up with the 312 incident. I believe everyone can still vividly remember it. That is, when the new crown epidemic broke out. Afterwards, it triggered a global panic and then plummeted. Of course, it is not only the target of cryptocurrency that is affected. Most of the targets are affected. So you can see that before the halving of Bitcoin, that is, before the bull market, it was actually in front of it. A period of market is actually volatile, especially after we break down. If we correspond to our current market and we break down from the top, will he be in, for example? I believe that it is really difficult for us to go up to 28,500 in the short term. Will he go out of a relatively wide shock from 28,500 to, say, 22,000 to 23,000? I think it is very, very possible. Because when you talk about a sharp drop, we are already a little ahead of the halving period. Everyone has great expectations for the halving. I believe that if you don't think that there is a halving market, it is impossible to be in the market now. Wait, we are now. Bitcoin is rising. If it breaks through our previous high point, then Bitcoin definitely has a chance to trigger a relatively good rebound. Wow, it has already broken through. Now it has broken through. The rebound of Bitcoin is coming soon. Why has it risen so much in the short term now? Let's see what it looks like. We can take a good look at the news later, but I think we are on the daily line. And there is a very high probability that we will end up walking in this oscillating box. And go oscillating unless there is an emergency, such as what we walked before. If there is no such thing as the 312 market, then I believe that shocks and declines will be the trend we will go next. Unless there is some big event that happens. It is really the kind of event that may only happen once in many years. So you can pay attention to what events are currently happening. At least in terms of bad news. It seems to be relatively calm. Unless there is an unexpected situation. After we read it, let's take a look at the weekly indicators. In fact, from the indicators it can be seen that at the level of the daily line, it has indeed produced a very serious oversold. Especially you can see our MACD on the daily line, it has formed a golden cross. This golden cross does not necessarily represent our next wave. It is not certain that the bullish trend will come. But it can definitely represent the intensity of the bearish decline. It is weakening. The intensity of the bearish decline is weakening. This is 100% certain. At present, it has broken through the high point of our previous callback. That is true. There is an opportunity to start a good rebound in this place. But under the premise that we have not enough time to oscillate, I think our rise can only be defined as a rebound after all. Now I feel that in a short period of time there is another. It has fallen back a lot. If we see the RSI below, this is also an indicator we specially wrote. That is, it is an indicator written by our community. If you want to use it, you just need to go to the Discord community and private message the assistant. You can get it for free. We do it for free. You can find that if we use the divergence method to apply the RSI in the past, the effect would be very, very significant. For example, in the previous position, it produced a top divergence. I think these 2 points are very accurate. If we know that there is a divergence in these 2 points, then we will be vigilant. For example, the long position does not need to be so aggressive, or the spot part should be careful. It has indeed reached the top, at least a short-term top. This is definitely possible. What is certain is that in the previous case where we failed to charge close to the top, he also had multiple top deviations in a row. You can see that the top and this top in front of us have consecutive tops. Many times of divergence, and the price and RSI have also reached a very serious overbought stage. We are at the lowest point of this place. And we have a top divergence. You can find that it is very obvious. If we correspond to the current market, we finally had a top divergence again. So in fact, for the current market, I believe that he has a need for a rebound. Even if there is no rebound, I believe he will go oscillating and oscillating before he will choose a direction. Otherwise, you can see our MACD now. Gold cross. Of course, this is not the biggest consideration or the weight is not so high. But our current RSI is oversold, which is very, very serious. Then we also have divergence in the RSI. After this is superimposed, I think that Bitcoin currently has adjustment needs. A rebound demand, or it can be said to be more aggressive. Even if it does not rebound, it will fluctuate. If it is a direct decline, I believe that this situation will be relatively small in view of the current market. Let's cut the level to 4 hours. And we will cut just 4 hours ago, a sunny pillar appeared. If this sunny pillar appears, you can find that our short-term adjustment structure is about to be destroyed. For example, our short-term position of 26,200 to 300. The position of 250 to 300 is a short-term one. In exchange, after we broke through, you can find that especially we broke through the previous high point. The highest point of the previous high point was about $26,800. 26,820 has broken through now. This rebound is actually what I think it will be the best time to unravel the spot or go short. At present, it seems that this rebound is quite intense. If you have short orders, if the entry price of your short orders is not very good, then this wave of rebound is really good. I really have to pay attention. Then I will wait and see what happened. There is such a big rebound. This one is 4.58 percentage points. 4.58 percentage points are rebounding. In fact, I'm honest, it is quite scary, so we can continue. Pay close attention to our situation at around $28,500. If he is blocked here, I will personally intervene in the list. Of course, I will not go long in this wave of rise. I will personally wait for a trend short opportunity after the rebound. Now the rebound is happening, and I will find out what happened in a moment. For the bottom line of the bulls, especially after our upward stretch, our previous low will become the bottom line of bulls, which is the previous low point of our decline, or it is very close to the low point formed on the daily line in front of us. The price is about $26,500. That is, if it is $26,500. If the left and right sides are broken, then I believe there is definitely a chance for another relatively rapid decline. Let's see how the quality of this wave of rise is. It is true that a sunny pillar suddenly came. I believe that this kind of sunny pillar is often seen. It is the impact of the news, so I will confirm what happened later. If you want to seize this trading opportunity, no matter whether it is long or short, you are very welcome to click the Bybit link below. Now as long as the KYC deposit is $100, it will give you a Bitcoin contract position worth $1,000 immediately. And this is a real contract position. That is, as long as you make money, you can directly withdraw the currency. This is a real contract position. It doesn't matter if you lose money, because this is a very, very gift. Thank you everyone. If you can give me a like, I will be very, very thankful. Goodbye.